Hey everybody, Orpheolus here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Sword and Shield. Last time we arrived here onto Route 7, and this time, Route 8 is ahead of us. This is going to be a long route because there's a lot to go on, and also one of my favorite routes of the game, so this you could say is also a dungeon. These how it's constructed, it reminds me a lot of Tales dungeons. Then again, some of these Tales dungeons are pretty good, so going on through the route here, I'm going to be taking a kind of peculiar path because I want to get to a midpoint of the route before we really go on forward. So yes, this time, we got this road ahead of us, and a required trainer here, so Glambora, you could use some time in the sun. So we got this required trainer here. I shall now closely examine the health of your Pokemon. They're healthy. I just visited the Pokemon Center. I think I yeah, I did. Well, I guess I just healed up. So yeah, so this route, a lot's going to be going on here. There's three main things. The first one is that we'll get a new party member. And the other one, we'll also evolve on our party members too. So our team is going to be at peak strength by the end of the episode. Except for levels and moves, but we'll get there when we get there. Alright, level ups for Camuse. Next up, Petrim, I'll keep you in. But yeah, I really like this route. I think this is probably one of my favorite routes in the game. Route 4 is up there mostly on aesthetics, but this route's also really cool just because you're navigating through ruins in a deserty region too. I like to think of this route as a mini dungeon, just because of how it's situated and how you have to navigate it too. Words are hard for me, okay? Alright, Glambora is level 43. When Pokemon are healthy, it drags our moods down too. Oh yeah, especially with what's going on in the past year. Alright then, so continuing on this road ahead of us, we're going to try to sneak past this little gullet here. And climb up here. So the main gimmick here is going to be climbing up and down ladders, so think of this area as a dungeon. The reason why I'm kind of plowing on ahead is because this episode will be getting our last team member very soon too. In fact, we're going to get it in like 10 seconds or so. What exactly might be my last team member? Well, I was thinking of something a little bit more on the offensive side. One that's all about risk and glory. One that shall march us to victory. Last team member is going to be Falinks. Doing a quick bio here now before we do the rest of the bios in a little bit. Actually, there's only 2 bios here, so we might as well just go over them now. The first new Pokemon here is Togedemaru. Speaking of terrible Pikachu clones, we have Togedemaru. Somehow Pokemon I think gripped into Alola is better than the regional Pikachu. So yeah. As a Pokemon, it's very similar to Morpeko without the type swapping, and like Morpeko, Togedemaru actually can take a hit. Bad, Its ability's Iron Bar makes it a pretty good physical counter. It's not quite as good as Ferrothorn though. It has pretty alright move pool. Zing Zap is way sooner than Bloody Aura Wheel. Has access to some decent TRs and such. Not as great as Morpekos, but Iron Head and Zen Headbutt are pretty good options. Overall though, nothing too amazing. It's pretty late to really use it well. At least it does have Electric Steel type Pokemon. So yeah. And now for the main entree, Phalanx. Marching around rarely in the Grassway, you can get Phalanx or here in some required spots. As a Pokemon, Phalanx is a physical-based Pokemon having 100 attack and defense. Most specials like other fighting-type Pokemon, and its speed is lackluster. Nice thing about Phalanx though is battle armor is great for critical immunity if you don't mind it getting stuck in battle. No Retreat is a very good move to use. It gives a +1 to every single stat, but in turn cannot be swapped out whatsoever. So yeah, combine that with crit immunity, not the sweeper of sorts, but definitely one for setting up and in for the long haul if you want to. Some good news you can teach it. First Impression, Megahorn are pretty nice and smoothful, otherwise Close Combat or Brick Break, Rock Slide, Zen Headbutt, Poison Jab, and other nice moves. Nothing too stand out, but it can hold their own pretty well. When I first saw Phalanx, it's like, oh my god, I love this ridiculous Pokemon. And that's before I realized it was just a troop marching, so who needs 1 Pokemon when we can get ourselves an army of 6? Welcome to the team, Phalanx. Alright, no level ups, but nothing I really care about. Alright then. Sorry, 5 of them are troopers and 1 is the brass. The brass's orders are absolute. I'll need to think of a nickname real quick. Alright, took me a little bit, but I decided to go with Spartoon. Because Phalanx looks like I guess these enemies kind of look like the soldiers from Sparta and Platoon 2. Combine the two, we got ourselves Spartoon. Welcome to the team. Alright, no thank you, Masky. We got ourselves a platoon in the party. Alright then, so going over Spartoon, let's see how you are stat-wise. Up special attack, down special defense, I'll probably find some other things. So yeah, first impression, no retreat. So yeah, so not really great on the move pulls or a mints. I'm gonna see what I got for my stuff. I'll probably modify things a little bit. Alright, doesn't look like I have any mints. As for TMs and TRs, since you're pretty behind the rest of the team. Let's see what you can learn. Play rough, don't need. Flash cannon. Alright, touch the Iron Head. Alright, teaching Flare Zen Headbutt. And yeah, all I really have right now, but maybe later on we'll do some more, so. I guess with that all done, let's send Spartoon into the front. And I guess we can see what else Pokemon we can encounter here. Bronzong! So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of strong Pokemon available here too. Not a good Pokemon for the Splatoon to take on. Should probably run. Hooray for being at least decently fast enough. So yeah, so going on through here, there's gonna be a lot of items here. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit before we really go through much of the route. Mostly back up to the start of things, so that way we can take care of some exploration too. Big thing here though, Hyper Potions. Alright. I'm trying to think what else. Okay, that there might be the start, I think. I'm already lost. But yeah, I do like this route a bit. There's quite a bit of explore. Okay, now we're back on track. Next up, we're going to go down this pathway here to this overlook and get ourselves a shiny stone. I think it is finally time, after so long, that we evolve ourselves Rosalina. It's been so long since you joined the team. You've been Roselia. Now it is time for you to become the queen. After captivating opponents with a sweet scent, it lashes them with its thorny whips. Yeah, it whips them into submission. Alright then, so I guess with that all done, I'm gonna see if you can learn any moves, and I'll see you guys back on the field, I guess. Alright, Clambora can learn Liquidation, which I think is going to be an upgrade over Razor Shell. And Dazzling Gleam too, just for the sake of strong alternative. Alright, I think we're going to be good for the most of the remainder of the game now. I guess I can see what's here. Oh, hi, Anaconda. Another Pokemon that you can encounter here is Anaconda. Interesting Pokemon to say the least, and... I guess I can send up Rosalina. Yeah, Spartoon's not getting any good debut battles. Perhaps later on. Yeah, I do want to level up Spartoon a little bit. Sandstorm. But yeah, the Pokemon here do provide a very good amount of experience, and I would say that this is a good point in the game to level yourself up, because Pokemon here, they give a good amount of experience, but they are a little bit hard to take down too. And there we go. 44 for Rosalina. And I guess while I'm thinking about it, so I just pops a few candies on Spartoon just to level them up closer to the party's level. There we go, 44. Close enough. Yeah, that's why you got those candies for, just so that way the team can be balanced out. Because sometimes they use Pokemon more often than others. Alright then, now beginning exploration properly here. We have ourselves Poniard. I know I'm going for the low-hanging fruit, but oh well. So yeah, so fun thing about first impression is that this move will always go first. It's a bit like trying to think of some other moves. Yeah, reversal is it's a tricky move to use. Essentially, lower your health, the more damage it will do. So yeah, it's definitely one of those Pokemon that's supposed to be a high risk, high reward type deal. Oh, I like my little silly group of strong mons. So yeah, so another thing I should mention though on this route, besides we can find more Anaconda here, is that girders are more common in Sword, while the other Pokemon are more commonly found in Shield. Boldors, there we go. They're more common in Shield. So backtracking here to this little thing right here, trainer tips, checking out the going into while there is Soropborn Watts. So yeah, I've already been doing that, but it gives you a nice little peek into a TR you can get, or I guess TM. And that's really it on this part here. So yeah, so once again, you can find Phalanx randomly in the grass rarely, but I think it's a lot more consistent to just strike your way forward and get in the guaranteed spawn. So next up, we're going to head down this little pathway here and just meet up back with the main group here. Which I think, yep, right here. So now we're going to head up these stairs here for that TM that we had a nice little glimpse on. That's TM 96 Smart Strike. It's a move that like 10 Pokemon can learn total. It's a sure hit Steel type move. Not many Pokemon can learn it. I highly doubt anyone on my team can learn it. It's like one of those random moves that just is there even though nobody can learn it. Oh wow. I was not expecting that we have 2 Pokemon on our team that can learn it. Congratulations, that's 2 of the 7 Pokemon that can learn it total or something like that. I know when the move was introduced, there was hardly any Pokemon in the region that can learn it. That's one of those stupid design choices, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of good things on this route. And why I decided to take up an entire episode just for exploration here. We've already gone over the new bios here, since a lot of them are just evolutions of Pokemon we've seen before. I'm kind of grateful for it because I'm kind of running out on Pokemon. Dusclops! Ooh. Now we're getting fancy. And pressure too. Do I have Dusclops? Yes I do. Do I have anything that's super effective? No. I'm gonna bail. Alright, yeah, so there's a bunch of trails here, and also you can find yourselves some, Vullaby or Vullaby or, other Pokemon there. Alright then, so now we are back with the Phalanx Den. Head on to the south here, we get ourselves a Pixie Plate. It's a plate that boosts the power of Fairy-type moves. There's no other plates in the game, just the Pixie one. I don't know, I feel like in another timeline pertaining to, a certain demigod of sorts, there might be a Fairy-type there. A new Fairy-type of sorts, I don't know. Alright then, so continuing on forward with this route, we get ourselves a Max Revive there. No thank you, Girder, I don't want to play. And head up the stairs here, and get ourselves a big nugget. And you might notice that there's a TM over there that's hiding out. We'll have to remember that in a bit. Now first things first, you can compare life to a journey, but the end of your life isn't the same as a journey's goal. Yeah, because there's nothing after it. Alright, setting up Dreepy! Oh my gosh, it's a Dreepy! Ah! For those who didn't know, when this game was first released, when I first saw this Dreepy, I was like, oh my gosh, that thing is so cute. And then lo and behold, that Pokemon's actually not super great. At least in its current form. Yeah, Dreepy is such a cute Pokemon, but it has a lot of issues. And Vullaby there too. Which is also a pretty interesting Pokemon, I'll say. Interesting as in, I absolutely hate this Pokemon a lot. And I think it's the worst thing ever. But yeah, I do like Battle Armor as an ability. I think Phalanx will go really well, especially for the next 2 gems. Stop wasting my time, Volibee. You are a terrible Pokemon. Yeah. Once again, I think that Volibee is probably my least favorite Pokemon of all time. It's so ugly. Yes, I know, it's a lower half supposed to be a skull of sorts, but I just hate it. Oh hey, you got flinched. Reversal? For that 1 damage to defeat you at last? Alright then. That battle's all done. Even if you fail, it's not the end. You can stand up and fight back. I like this trainer. Has some very memorable quotes. So upon sneaking away through the rat, we have ourselves another trainer here. My live concert is open to all, and you will be attending. What if I didn't want to go? Alright, sending up Togedemaru! Speaking of terrible Pokemon, I guess it's time to get into the battle gimmick of, oh. It's not really worth it. You know what? Sure, why not? No retreat! No backing out! For glory! Yeah, I kind of like the setup in Sweet Sword of Nature, as you probably already noticed before. And this Pokemon matches well into my playstyle. Oh no, it's almost as if I want to get hit by these moves, so that way my reversal will do a lot more. Alright, it should be good to sweep now for the rest of the game. At least until the next free heal, which will be, like, very imminent. Alright, our guys is 45 now. I guess the rhythm between me and my partner was off. Alright then. So now, then heading down to this lower part here, we get ourselves a lot of Falinks that are going to be patrolling around. And we get ourselves a King's Rock here. A very good move, and I'll be honest, I am considering teaching this very powerful move to, Clambora. However, though, that would be cheating. And just downright overpowered. Because every single hit of those would trigger a chance to flinch. And it'll be very easy for me to flinch lock the foes. So yeah. Anyways, right there is another Phalanx chance. I think there might be 1 or 2 patrolling around. I don't know. And also there's another Phalanx spot right there too, so a lot of potential options for Phalanx if you want to use one. Now then, coming up over here, we have ourselves a Strongmon that's an optional fight. Wild Crust, I think. This Pokemon's 45. So, it's going to be a little bit tricky to take down. Nope, only level 40. Please. Power of Reversal. Oh, right, you're like a physical powerhouse. Iron Head? Yeah, that does a lot more. Alright, GG. Alright. Yeah, I was thinking that was like a random level 45 mon or something like that. Oh, our reward for being that is level TM43 Brick Break. Oh gee, I wonder what move this is going to be what Pokemon this is going to be going on. Since Reversal ain't doing it for me, why not just have a very strong move instead? Also, I'm surprised that Flahair can't learn it. Oh well. Get rid of a move that's inconsistent for a lot more consistency. I was honestly expecting Flahair to learn it. Oh well. So I guess before we head up further, I'm going to be taking myself a heal because we get ourselves a pretty tricky fight coming up. Trying to think. Yeah, actually, I want to bring up... let's bring up Rosalina. So coming up here is probably going to be a very tricky fight against this duo. I'm super cute, but I'm carrying super duper strong Pokemon. Succeeding it as a businessman depends on communication. I get along perfectly with my Pokemon. So yeah, this fight here is actually very difficult. This is a tricky double battle for sure. Hippowdon and Excadrill. This is a difficult double battle. Because Sandstream's going to be coming in. I was kicking things up. And there's Excadrill over there, which is, to say the least, an extremely scary Pokemon. I'm going after the Excadrill because Excadrill is 10,000 IQ. Okay. I don't know who Excadrill will be going after. I'll Brick Break. And I guess here, I'll Giga Drain the Hippowdon just for free healing. Yeah, that Pokemon hits very hard. Not only that, special defense is really rough thanks to the Sandstorm, but nothing Rosalina can't handle. Just heal it off. Alright, give me my experience. Spartoon is 45. Wants to learn move Iron Defense? No, thank you. You have a setup move. You're good there. Wants to learn Misty Terrain? I'm good. Flare is 45. Just absolutely annihilate that Excadrill. Yeah, I think Spartoon's going to go by pretty nicely. I'm curious what your EVs are going to be. These are IVs. Alright, as for Wave 2, Lucario! And Berserker. Pokemon that fit very well in a Sandstorm. I think Lucario is a little bit more scary. And as for you, you have nothing. Sure, I'll bring in Hourgeist. Since these are mostly physical Pokemon. Nice fake out. Yeah, not going so hot. Yeah, and this trainer's super smart too. Their synergy is on point. And I guess Earth Power Berserker, since it has pretty low special defense. Alright, Lucario is down. Alright, I think that's the worst of it. Yeah, it's definitely a rough trainer to say the least. And taunt! Oh no! I've been taunted. Whatever will I do? There we go. A pretty tough battle, all things considered. Your Pokemon are strong and cute. Also, this victory to you, I'm short of pocket change. You're going to be a big shot! Big shot! Alright then, and reward for that is a camp here. If you need to heal up, now is the time. So I am going to be picking up this thing because there was a little bit of a thing that went on with this Pokemon. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and go over there, try to call Espeon. Hello there. So Bonbon might be worrying about its surroundings. There is an issue with this. We're going to head and take a leave here. So, Bonbon the Espeon. Why might that be concerning? We're going to travel back to Route 3. And make a pit stop at this camp. And now, I'm going to be calling over Ordish over there. Hey there, Ordish. What appears to be the problem? Oddball, was it you? No, it's you. Here, come over here. What appears to be the problem? Bon. You might already see the thing, though. We're going to head and leave the camp here. So the main thing about this, though, is that the Bon in this camp actually shares the same character string as this one up here. Just a little bit of a weird thing in that is that because of the naming string, the Espeon here shares the naming string as the Bound Suite over there. Hence why the Espeon is randomly named Bon. I don't know what's the cause of this. It's just a weird quirk in this game. Hooray for useless knowledge! Anyways, come back here for a terrain extender. Extends the duration of terrains and such. It's an alright thing, I guess, if you use terrains. So, with that all done, we are done with this route. It is a really cool one. And now, we are heading outside to Route 8 North. And now we're getting into a snowy area. Can I just say, this area looks beautiful. I really like this area. Next up, we're going to come right here, get ourselves 2 free star pieces, and Snom! I really like Snom. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing. And during a live stream, like many years ago when I was live streaming this game, I would go, Snom! Kind of like that in an annoying fashion. Because Snom is a cute Pokemon. It's cute in its own sense, besides the fact that it kind of looks like Lavos. But yeah, it's a very weak Pokemon. Alright, then add you to the Pokédex. And call it good there. So the last thing to note though along this routeway, besides another Snom. Yeah, Snom's an interesting Pokemon. It's a friendship evolution for Night, and considering the fact that right now it is 11 a.m. Doesn't quite go so well. So lastly, we're going to fight this trainer and call it an episode. Stay away from me, Sneasel. Gym Challenger. If it's alright, I'll be your training partner. But yeah, I really like the snowy areas in this game. They look pretty good, too. Arcanine! Yeah. As you can tell, the difficulty is starting to ramp up quite a bit. And I'm intimidated, too. Meh to the power of meh. Oh well, I got Clambora here. Well, he's not going to be intimidated. Roar! You jerk face. Okay, setting up a Palace and... Yeah, Pokemon are... Yeah, trainers are getting a lot better now. Like, they're relatively joked for most of the game, but now they're starting to ramp up. It's almost as if we're pretty late into the game. And you're using Roar again. Well, thanks for the healing. Alright, Spartoon's 46 and Hourgeist is 46. Alright, there we go. Next up, going to be Boltund. I'll keep you in. Yeah, using some pretty strong dog Pokemon. I'll take that Why are you using Roar? Boltund, you're supposed to crunch me to death. I'm essentially free. Well, there we go. My Pokemon did their best, but they couldn't compete. Good luck in the future. Absolutely annihilated. So, I guess with that all done, we did good progress this episode. We managed to arrive here on Route 8, and Sir Chester awaits ahead of us. So I will conclude the episode off there, but before we do so, we have ourselves some bios ahead of us. So, there's 2 new Pokemon available here in this region. Yeah, we're slowing down on the bios. So I guess the first new Pokemon available here is Snom! Yet another Magikarp. Snom starts out super weak, but with Friendship at night can become pretty strong. It's a nighttime friendship evolution, so daytime players and time-sensitive events will have a pretty bad time. Frostmoth is a very special sweeper similar to Volcarona without the speed. Its speed set's actually very lackluster, so it will get outsped quite a lot. And 60 defense isn't going to do any favors. Thankfully, its 90 special defense and hidden ability Ice Scales is super good. if you're able to meet those conditions. It's very good on the special side of things. It has access to a few good moves and has a very good special attack. The big one is going to be Quiver Dance, which makes it sweep. Bug Buzz is a great choice, Ice Beam and Hurricane, and Dazzling Gleam there too. It's also pretty good. There, that's really all there really is much in the TM and TR department. It's a pretty alright Pokemon. It has a lot of weaknesses, including 2 quad weaknesses. Ice Bug is not great typing. And yeah, all around it's an okay Pokemon. It has good special attack and everything, just it's slow and very weak. Next up in the last new Pokemon available here is Darumaka, which is Sword exclusive. Darumaka is an interesting Ice-type Pokemon. It's a hard-hitting Ice-type Pokemon, no longer Fire-type and evolves pretty fast. I am just going to say this now. All you need is an Ice Stone, which is available pretty soon. Once you evolve it with an Ice Stone, you get an ungodly overpowered Pokemon like, holy hell, this thing is broken. I'll just straight up say Darumanitan Galarian is probably one of the best Pokemon in the game, if not the best for single player. It is overpowered. It has 2 abilities. The first one is Guerrilla Tactic, which is interesting. It's essentially a Choice Band as an ability, and you can give it another Choice Band to boost its already fantastic attack. 140 attack plus a 50% buff. That is insane. Like, I'm trying to think here, mental math. That's a 210 attack stat. Roughly, yeah. That is just bonkers. Or you can just double that attack stat. Combine that with like 90 speed, it is overpowered. 95 speed is super good. Yeah, it's a Glass Cannon nature, but nothing's really going to survive that, as you probably saw in the Isle of Armor arc. It is just super good. The main downside, though, is that its defensive stats suck. But yeah, and plus Ice Type, it's not really fantastic. And that's probably its less overpowered ability. Its even more overpowered ability is Zen Mode. In the original Darmanitan, Zen Mode is crappy because it trades its defense stat. Sorry, it trades its attack stat for defensive and special attack, and it's actually kind of terrible. Galarian Darmanitan Zen Mode is even more busted than original Darmanitan. Why? It trades its defenses for even more offensive prowesses. Its stats just get a huge buff to it, especially its attack and speed. And you can give it some other moves too, such as Life Orb, and yeah. As for moves, if you're running Zen Mode, you can run probably run a Belly Drum to get down to half health in order to absolutely melt things, or you can give it like a Life Orb and just let it destroy everything. You're not locked into one move with the Guerrilla Tactics, but it is terrifying. Yeah, 135 speed will outspeed pretty much everything, and 160 attack stat to destroy everything else. And Darmanitan has enough HP to take a hit to be under half health too. So yeah, this Pokemon was super good. Like, one of the fun things about this Pokemon is that it got banned at Uber just a few weeks after the launch of the game on Smogon. I don't remember how it is now. I think it's still in the banned tier. That Pokemon is a little overtuned. Alright then. So I guess with that all done, it's time to transition from this epic theme to one that's more somber. Welcome to Sir Chester. Next time in Pokemon Sword and Shield, we explore probably my favorite town in the game. I love Sir Chester, and I can't wait to show you why I love this town so much. I will see you all then.